Hello, wonderful people of places. My name is Adam Snowflake, but in this time period, I go by Light Yagami, and I am an upperclassman for Japan and not a NEET. And making that mistake could get you extorted for money by my group. So, yes, my name is Light Yagami. I am 16 years old with a youth disorder, so I have a disorder where I'm two H's at once. 7 and 16, and I'm stunted and can move between H's and between them, and it's a disorder that is not popular to talk about because of my group, known as a youth disorder, that only people who keep my group will receive, or you don't have that version no matter who you claim to be or how old you are, because my group does allow token adults. You just probably be a pedophile. Well, I'm not a pedophile, and you're my group, and I don't like that, but that's not the topic of this conversation. What I'm wearing without a chest binder, which is actually usually a fetish in transgender instead of dysphoria, but not other transitioning gender groups, is actually a Sith Lord Academy jersey that is very fine, nice, and defined. The reason otaku and weeaboo are not allowed in my group is not because there's anything wrong with the tokenized individuals that would claim that it's perfect. My group is rich, upper class snobs of all incomes and backgrounds with chopsticks wrong. We use them correctly, and most of Asia does not. And that is the mean thing we are about it to you. We would hold a millennium and century item from the anime correctly, and you would not. And it's that kind of snob with that up and down the second you acknowledge you're the group to me. No matter what you think of Junko and Oshima or Base Cole in those web comics, it was a turning point for them to turn upperclassmen, which is my group in Japan. Very touchable in Japan means you can rape me because you just chose to. And my job is to sit on it, see if you do it again, and if you do it twice, I get to kill you for a lot of money to protect the homeless population of Japan, to protect a lot of people who are hurt in Japan. I go to you and I look at it, and it's a barter for what people assume of the Cree dog situation. Well, how much did you fuck my little sister, A Shotty? I know you raped her, Mario. Okay. Well, how often did you do it in this tone looking down on you? Well, did you enjoy doing it a lot? Was it the best part it was doing at that level? Was it fun when she did the whip, or was it evil to my little sister Ashley, who is not upperclassman as the beef? Did she agree to upperclassman rules with me when I was pretending to be schizophrenic? Cool, then my job is to really do this to any boyfriend that rapes my little sister. It doesn't matter. If she rapes me back, then they are welcome to rape her again, and that's the rules of upperclassmen. It's dark, it's gritty, and I'm insane and unhinged. That's really what it is. I'm creepy pastas. I'm crazy. I might even have Tourette syndrome that might look like this or that. And I'm just seen as innocently disabled as like a nun. And I'm a mean snob, and I'm going to be cruel to you based on the quality of products, based on whether or not you'll sign my guitar, whether or not you have that tattoo and it's justified. There's nothing wrong with homeless people who are usually not upperclassmen, but they are allowed my group today. And so are a lot of NEETs, which were previously until this point untouchable. And yes, I might have a disorder with my teeth chipped right now, but that would just be seen as a tragedy from attacking a NEET in upperclassmen. Same with my disorder with my talking. They put him on medicines to kill his upperclassmen. I'm just going to be mean and cruel to you as mean girls, and it's going to be hot, sex, and fun all the time based on level L, R, or S of who is superior upperclassmen and who is beneath them as the group. It's kind of that I am to be really mean to you the second you agree to be my group, and it's playfully mean and sexual that I am. And it's fine because we're all role playing my gender as Adam Snowflake specifically, or Adam Yuki. It doesn't matter why you do or do not believe this is a good outfit that you do not understand or misunderstood, but to call an upperclassman neat puts you in a slave trade. Even if they are neat as the upperclassmen, it is a creepy harassment to ching chong every Asian women into dog feces called love you long time of sex trafficking, and you knew, and your little girl doing it is trained into it by her parents, and she will be moved to the products. It is a creepy protected class of what the white men asking Anita duels assumed of me as SJW response. Well, do you think women should be a protected class? They're not allowed upperclassmen, and this is what a protected class is. I agree that you guys kept begging me because a ripoff somehow answered your questions with an undercut. Cool, I don't like bitches with undercuts, but I don't mind Yin, who is Anita duels. This is my opinion. Protected classes mean they will go after you as a hive, as a swarm, and attack you bloodthirsty. They will just kind of do this based on their gender, and it's because of how masculine or feminine their gender is. And Garu is also a protected class. They will take a baseball bat, like in Being Human and Kaneki-kun, and No Longer Dazai, and a lot of other creepy movies that are animes like Project Repose and Dramatical Murder. And what they'll do is do what they do in A Clockwork Orange. We'll go banging down, and some upperclassmen take group parliaments to stop rapists. And sometimes they are forced to rape because they chose it, and it's seen as the only way out, and it was innocent and got their urge out. We are just kind of rich, mean, egotistical snobs you pretend SJWs are. We may or may not share their politics, but we're extremely left leaning and liberal, except to things like atheism and skepticism and talking down to who Anita Dools was who answered your questions the first time. We do this because we have the wrong eye shape, or we're true to the eye shape, and that's period the politics of agreeing with My Name is America and brownface. We're just cool with the fact that it was there if it was the only way to get Hispanics on TV at the time, and they demanded it. It doesn't matter why it's gross and evil now. They demanded it, and it was how they all turned the color on set. Well, then we don't hate them or the Friends set. It's just really gross you made me defend it to tell you. It's sad and controversial that they did it. Fine. It's justified as the race. If it's the only way to get an Asian in China, you get an Asian in China this way, and they turn Asian, and it's fine. Marlon Brando did the commercial. It doesn't matter why he wasn't a real native and suddenly turned brown, perfect, the color, without a dye. He still honored that ritual of Pocahontas. You are to thank Marlon Brando for the bad smokes until your Maori or Toma's groups of what those chiefs ascribe. And the problem is I'm not wrong to say it, but now you know I'm an assumed Fox Cree, and that's just weird to hear. Exceptions like that are my group upperclassmen as mean rich people assume no matter my real income. And you can have an upperclassman in the family when the rest of the family is not in your income, and it talks like this mean to itself in the group. Good, it's so fun to derail you beast. I can't wait to tell you Prutchable. And I say it in his broken way at him, and he's like, yes, yes, I'm under you as the lower classman, but I'm still upperclassman. You are, and then you do this to every single faggot or hater of faggots that comes your way. Period. It doesn't matter what it really believes as the group. They're attacking us if they talk to you and they wouldn't respect the fact that you're rude like this. And it's just because in a society with very touchable, where you can rape it to get everything done for everyone, and untouchable, where you will rape or want lice in that place. And then neat being allowed both groups now. Well, there's a third group no one considers called upper, and Garu is upper, and upperclassmen is upper, and it's the mean rich elite you were afraid of. And they're usually poor at the start, and then with the extorting you for money we have to do to protect Japan because you keep going after senators' daughters and pretty porcelain, which is upper, and we're now noticing. Yes, you keep going after that senator's daughter, and we're technically a legal version of things like mafia. We're allowed to just demand it, tracking your rapes of her. And it's really dark and it's really mean, but it's what a Sith Lord Academy pretends it is. And it's what Vlogmas was based on. And I made it, not I Justine. You could just be rude for a good reason and misunderstood for being wanting to be nice to that color. But to be nice to that color when it's a choice in that location, you have to be a bitch about it. And we do just use the word bitch a lot. I didn't know he was going through that. Please be the fucking nice to him and get rid of his slate. Fine, we'll trade a lot for it if you would do all that for Native America, but only upperclassmen would really make those dog deals with the Cree. And we know what we're saying, and they know what we're saying, and you don't, and we're cool with it because it's not the real one, it's the dream for the dog kid. But whatever the case may be, and why ever these are innuendos you don't understand about gross things like Cree and Skybound Ascended, my name is a Clunharta, or Adam Snowflake, or Light Yagami, and I'm an upperclassman for your nation of Japan.